All right, my friends, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to all my viewers and subscribers, my members. Good afternoon to you. So I'm here again. I'm here and I just want to talk to us briefly. And today I'm going to be talking about priorities for the new year. Um, and again, it's just my opinion, guys. Because I'm working on them, you don't have to work on them. But if you listen and they sound like something you can do, then I think you should do them, and to see how things will change for you. Um, and please remember to like the video, leave your comments, just add to the conversation. You know, what do you think? How do you feel about the thoughts that I am sharing with you? And nothing is in stone. They're mostly from experiences, whether it's personal or otherwise, the environment that I work in or live in or has been around, or the way I was raised. Um, they say age comes with wisdom. So I know sometimes we need to just listen a little bit, because when people have experienced things and have shared them with you, and you can take that experience and you can tweak it to fit your situation, then you can come out ahead. Sometimes we did it and it didn't work so well for us, but because we have shared it with you and have given you some ideas as to where we went wrong, you can take those and fix yours to be better than what we had. As we always say, like, our children should do better than we did, because through our experiences, we're able to guide our children in a different path, to guide them as to what they should stay away from, to guide them as to what is wholesome and good and will give them success in the end. And so, as I share my experiences with you, I said I have seen many successes from my experiences, from some decisions I've made. And so, as I share them, it's up to you guys to choose the ones that will work for you and to toss the ones that are just not for you. So please, as you watch or as you listen, most of my videos, mostly listening videos. I'll be doing a couple things that you'll have to watch, but for now they're mostly listening videos. And so as you listen, please remember to like the video, share the video, please share them. Don't be selfish, but share them. Leave your comments, contribute to the conversation. I love it. Engage with what's going on. And what's the last one? If you haven't subscribed, if you're just visiting and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We're growing. We're now at 1,855 subscribers for the past few weeks. A few videos have been taking off, and we have seen some changes. It's like a miracle, but I won't explain why I say it's a miracle, but I am thankful for all things. So continue to share, and guys who want to see more, not just watching or listening, but to subscribe also, so we can build the small family. So as I said, today I'm going to talk to you about priorities. Priorities are necessary, so that we can have a healthier, I'm hoping for a healthier year for everyone. And when I talk about priorities, I'm talking about decisions we should make as we go along. Sometimes we place priorities on things that become detrimental to our lives, that create hardships and sadness to our lives. So I'm just going to say that for me personally, my priorities, my physical health. As I said, my mental health, my physical health, my whole being, my spiritual health, all of that combined has to be in a good place. Physical health, I've already taken the making the push to move more, to dance more, I sing a lot, I always like to sing, but now I sing more because what it does, it does lifts the spirit and make you feel good inside and out. Um, Sometimes you feel dreary, you feel droopy, droopy, right? It means that you'll feel your energy is low. But once you start singing or once you start moving, it just seems like your body comes alive and you feel like doing a little bit more. It doesn't have to be a whole lot more, but at least to do a little bit more. So my spiritual health, I value it dearly. We talk about religion, we talk about your spirituality, and able to find who you are, to go on your personal journey, to know that there's a supreme being, to know that you know right from wrong, and if you're comfortable within that journey, because sometimes we might think, okay, because I didn't do it this way, then, or because John Brown is going to condemn me, because you have to find your own personal journey, and you have to decide on whether or not what you do, it's wholesome, it makes you feel good, it didn't hurt anyone. um Everybody has to know there's a supreme being. In religion, we go to church and we listen to it. It's a building and an establishment created by some people sitting grandly, collecting monies monthly, and living large. They live big. They would not share a meal with you. But that's what religion became, that they build buildings and they call it names and they put labels on it and they create standards for you to live by to please them. And sometimes you wonder, but again, as I said, religion, it's different from spirituality. So you have to know, do you see yourself congregating with big groups and what they say you do? Or do you see yourself understanding, yes, there is a creator. Yes, I must serve him. And yes, in my heart, in my spirit, in my being, I know that this is right and this is wrong. So for me, that's what I need to grow on, because so many times you go to church and they lay these laws on you, and sometimes they're impossible. And sometimes if you become a fly on the wall and you look at the people who created these laws for you to follow, and who condemns you and disfellowship you and cast all manner of unnecessaries against you. If you see how they live, then you would be shocked out of your wits, because none of us are perfect, you see. And so when we create one mold to fit everyone, a lot of times it becomes a hard thing. One size doesn't fit everyone. We cannot push, as I said, square pegs into a circular hole, right? Because the edges are going to be left there. So we have to be careful that when we get into these buildings and we start condemning people, looking down on people, despising people because they don't have status, um, just doing the things that make people feel uncomfortable, then we really need to have to think. Because in truth and in life, we should, they say, treat each other the way we want to be treated. So then when we go to church and the pastor is saying, do not, do not move amongst those drunks and those this, and they condemn these people without understanding these people's pain, these people's need for support, what these people are going through, what made them become who they are. Then what are you saying to me? What are you saying to me? Because there's no perfection anywhere. So those are things that I am working on. I am a baptized Seventh-day Adventist, and I do believe in some things, but sometimes I question some things because of the behavior of some people, how they speak, what they say, but I believe that the seventh day is a good day. I believe in the Ten Commandments, but I also know that one size doesn't fit all of us. Our situations are different, our environments are different, and our experiences, therefore, are different. Does it mean that God will condemn us? Well, it's between my God and yours. So I am just saying, for me, my opinion. And then looking at my physical health, drinking more water, moving more, changing more things in my diet so I can become more strengthened, more whole. Those are my things for the new year on and beyond. Not just the new year. These are things that I've started and I will want to continue them. Then I want to look at my kids are not around me now, they're on their own, thank God. But also the quality time we spend with our family. We should make sure that as we create healthier relationships, our family time must become a necessary part of it. A lot of times we overextend ourselves and therefore we let our family lives suffer. Our wives at home, our children at home, they don't get to see us as much as they should. We don't get involved as much in their lives. And so they grow up with this sense of, oh, this is not important. But we have to teach them that family is important. The time we spend, not just time sitting while they're doing something, you're doing something else, but quality time. Time to talk, time to ask questions, time to hug, time to support. Because when you have support, your mental health becomes better. When you have somebody to ask a question or to you have an idea, you have somebody to bounce it off and to get their take on the matter, and not just for them to say, oh, do what you feel, but they can argue the point and tell you what the positives are, what the negatives would be, and so you can have a conversation. A lot of times we just feel that because we're there, then that's enough. But no, enough is when you're having deep meals together. When I remember when people get married in the beginning, how one is not eating without the other. But as time go on, we become so busy, we become so people are not important in our lives anymore as they should be. And so we don't care. We cook the meal, we don't even serve the meal. We just cook it and we leave it there. But as we build and spend quality times together, we have to know that those little things are what build the fond memories. Those are the little things that you can talk about past things and you can laugh about them and you're creating. Because as we get older, we become more impatient. We become we become some people don't age well and we become frustrated with the way we're aging, right? I am happy with how I'm aging. I am very happy. I mean, there's no perfection. So if you start loving yourself, you are able to love others unconditionally, whether they are fat or they're thin or society puts standards on what we should look like. We have to be realistic. We know that sometimes you look out there, you see some people and they look all nicely tightened. But understand this, gravity is real. And when all that tightened and well put together gets let go, everything falls because gravity pulls it down. So we have to learn to love ourselves, regardless of what's up or what's down or what's wide or what's narrow, what's big or what's small. We have to be realistic and learn to not love people for what they look like, what they sound like, but love them for who they are from the inside out. We cannot put a value on the care that people care for us. We cannot put values on those things. And so as we prioritize and to make our lives better, let's remember that healthy relationships are relationships where you appreciate people for who they are and what they bring to the table with you, for you. Let those things be the good pieces, the meat and the gravy of all of it. All right? Let's not look at wealth, because wealth sometimes tears things apart. As long as we have enough and we are supporting one another to make sure that the things we need are in place, let us learn to appreciate that. Let us learn to get up, give thanks. Let us learn, as I always say, I think that word thanks, I use it so much because I just feel like, we when we start having that heart of thankfulness, you know what? A lot of things do not matter. You know, anytime you wake up and you're thankful for something, anything, big or small, then you find that the stresses are less. But anytime you get up, oh my God, I don't even have $1 in my pocket. Oh my God, I don't have. Then you find that you feel more overwhelmed, and blessings happen and you don't even notice because you're so focused on what you don't have instead of being thankful for what you do have. There are people who have a refrigerator full of food, but yet, oh, I don't have anything for lunch. I don't know. Instead of just fixing something and wrapping it up and taking it, they want money to buy, to buy, to buy. But we have to learn that as we go through and we start putting priorities out there, we got to put them on what's important, what will uplift you, what will make you feel better. When you feel good, you can give back to others. When you feel down and out and listless and hopeless, then you have nothing to offer anyone, because not everyone wants to hear the problems every day. You know what? I like to have a sounding board because I'm not perfect. And there are times when I just need to talk, and what I need from the people I talk to is to guide me, or sometimes just to listen, but sometimes just to say, did you look at so and so? Because we're not perfect. And sometimes we're so busy, saying, oh, I didn't get to do this and I didn't, and I didn't. But somebody can redirect you and say, but Beverly, last week you did do, and last week you did say you would have. And then you say, oh, I had forgotten. Yes, that's cool. So we also have to, once we build healthy relationships, it comes with a lot of respectful behaviors. It comes with a lot of compliments. It comes with a lot of appreciation. It comes with just those little moments. You can be talking, and it doesn't have to be serious talk all the time. It can be little giggles, little laughter, little silly things just to bring out laughter. Sometimes we just feel like, oh, we have to get this done, we have to get that done. Oh, and we never take a moment to laugh. We don't even laugh at ourselves. If you pass gas, you feel like it's a bad thing. You cannot survive in relationships like those. You should never have to be squeezing in and holding in gas in the stomach because you're in a relationship that is so tight and so, uptight, that if you pass gas, then it's a taboo. It's how dare you? It should be a big laugh out loud. I remember when we were young and we didn't know about all this proper thing, because they always talked about the lady. I think they said she's buried in Anchovy in St. Elizabeth, where they said she held the gas in and it killed her. So those are little things that as you build your relationships, let them be healthy relationships. So people are not embarrassed. We don't have to talk down to people. A lot of people, because they have degrees and their spouses are not that they're not educated. A lot of us don't look to see how even though our spouses do not have degrees, how educated they really are. We don't look for those things and help them to build on them. My husband is not a college person. He is a welder. But let me tell you this, when it comes to measurements, he can do it just like, I feel embarrassed sometimes as a math teacher because while I'm taking a pencil and pen to just do this, mentally he's able to take measurements and just look at it and say, oh, that's 150 square footage. Just like that, right? So we never look down on people. They are strong in their own way. Give them a chance and give them a chance to bring out what they're good at. So building good relationships healthy relationships. Encourage your loved ones to go out there and improve themselves. Go out there and improve themselves. A lot of us, we want to get married, right? And we don't care who we marry. We don't care about the unequally yoked stuff, as the church calls it. Meaning, and people said, oh, because they don't go to church and I go to church, it means we're unequally yoked. No, unequally yoked is also education, is also wealth. If you're not on the same level, then the yoke is not equal because people want a 50-50 relationship. But if you pick up somebody who was not able to be in a profession like you to bring in that 50%, when you're bringing 60,000, they should be bringing the same 60, then stop. Don't make it a problem later on when now all of a sudden you see what Mary Jane has and Tom and Jerry over here has. And you're not figuring, oh, if you were only bringing in da-da-da, we could have had and we could. No, be satisfied, be humble. And when the right time comes, you're going to see how that person might not have had the degree, but they know how to handle money. They know how to budget. They know how to go without so others can have. And those are attributes that you should always be grateful for. So as you build these healthy relationships, learn to laugh more. You give respect, but don't be so uptight with yourself. Don't be so rigid. Don't be so scornful. Don't be so unthankful that your relationships suffer. Look for the good things. Look for the good qualities. Look for those things that when you were courting is what excited you, and start rekindle them. Start rekindle them. Learn to say thank you for a meal that was cooked. Learn to say thank you for a door open. Learn to say thank you for supporting what you do and where your need was. You have things to do and you can't get through all of it, but that person jumps in and helps with the housework, or helps with the shopping, or helps with. Give thanks. Be thankful. Hug them and let them know. Give them a hug, a squeeze of the hand, a look in the eye and say, thank you, I so appreciate you. I so appreciate you. And let it mean something. So build on those healthy relationships, because when the night comes and you want to hug somebody, it's nicer and they will feel more welcoming to you if you treated them well. When you treat people well, they feel warm for you, they feel closer to you. And so even if things change in some areas, you don't have to be hateful and angry, but you still have that warmth that radiates in and around you. Another thing is to, if you're able to improve your school life, improve that. If you have opportunities, go out there and make that make sense. I see that some people are comfortable, things are hard, but they don't put themselves in a position to go learn a trade, learn a skill, learn something. People get frustrated when there is that sense of they're the only one pulling the weight. You're not doing enough because every day you get up, oh, I can't find anything. Oh, I can't. You can pick and choose. It doesn't matter how smart you are, what have you. I respect people who, regardless of how much they know, that they're willing to take a menial job and start building instead of sitting down and waiting for people to hand them things. So get up, get a skill, get a trade. Get some more education so you're more marketable. So that as you improve yourselves, then together more funds will enter the home and enter your relationship, into your marriage, into your family life. And you'll see that you're able to put away even $10,000. It's better than nothing. Right? It's not everything you're going to run and buy and buy. If you have enough, then stop buying. If you don't need a pair of shoes, don't buy a pair of shoes. If you don't need another dress, don't buy it. You can only wear one at a time. So make your priority be that, you know what, I have enough. I go to work every day, but I could change a dress every day. So enough of that. So we live in our means. Make sure that's our priority. Improve ourselves. improve our finances. I'm sorry, and go forth from strength to strength. So again, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And as I sign off, I say, please believe in yourselves. There are limitless opportunities out there for us. We have to know where our strengths are. We have to know what our weaknesses are. If alcohol is a weakness for us, leave it alone. Because you cannot look at the corner and see that man out there drinking, drunk, getting drunk, lying on the roadside and figure, that can happen to me. But you're drinking the same liquor, you're going through the same motions where your abilities are now stifled. They are not. You cannot be 100%. If you're drinking alcoholic beverages and they're creating antagonistic behaviors around your families, in your marriages, and stop it. Just stop, because every time you take that drink and it becomes a combative situation, you're ruining that sense of making your relationships count. You're ruining that opportunity to prioritize what a good relationship should sound like, what it should look like. Chaos and confusion doesn't create a sound relationship. It only creates anger and hate. So please remember the little things that matters and make sure that you are taking care of yourself, and so you can take care of others in a reasonable manner. In a reasonable manner. All right? So go forth. And for all of us on the weight loss journey, don't give it up. Continue onward and upward. Jet, I don't know what happened. I haven't seen you since the holidays. I hope all is well with you. Bev Brown, I hope all is well with you. Good luck on your with your channel. May God bless you and may He open doors for you. Morris Kingpin, with your channel, I wish you the same blessings, that God will grant you the blessings you need, and that He will intervene and give you all that your heart desires. Fire Reed, I wish you well. I hope that the new year will find you in a good place and that things will start happening for you and all of you more. Joe, my children, Erin, AG, my friend, wish you God's blessings and that He'll continue to bless you and guide you on your way. All of you have been supportive, just has been right there. Gabby, I know you have some things working on. I wish you well. Don't know you, don't you know. Ernestine, my buddy, God bless you, God bless you. God bless my little ones over there in the UK. I wish you well. Super Boss Kirk, now your Kirk Travel, super Boss Kirk Travels. I wish you well over there in the Philippines. I don't know if you're going back to the UK, but I wish you well. Enjoy. Take good care of yourself. And there's so many of you, Miss Ruby. I said Erin already. So many of you that leave comments for me, and all the new people who have come over. All of you, Erin, AG, Jet, and Ernestine, who hold on to the memberships and continue to be there supporting my students. Thank you so much. For everyone, I can't remember all the names, but for all of you who have been there supporting day in, day out, whether it's a giveaway or not, but you are there. I just want to say thank you. And don't feel bad, because the people who interact with the comments, those are the people that I really see. So if I'm not saying your name, it means that you have not been so consistent with the comments. But those people who every video that drops, that you give me a comment, the comment counts, people. Watching the ads, leaving good comments, they count for something. Because if you look, some videos are going, like, taken off, and maybe it's a topic, I don't know. But they get some traction and people are sharing them, and so that's a good thing. So we want to leave good comments so that they, and when you say just blessings or big up yourself, and they I read that from Google, what they said is that those things doesn't show that the videos were watched. But when you leave a comment, that means you have watched the video and you comment on the subject. Um, then it means that the video was watched. Because anybody can just come on and just say, "Pick up yourself, blessings," and that's it. But when you give a synopsis of what took place in the video and respond to the video, then that's what they note. So I'm just saying to all of you, thank you for your support. Whatever you're just watching and sharing, just share them, guys. Share them out. Share them. Just share them. And so thank you to all the new people. Thank you to the old people. Thank you to all of you. And I say respect and love from Miss Bev. I'm going to sign off now. This is a long video. But I'm going to sign off now with love. Wherever you are, whoever you are, as you watch, I hope that this video will help you in some way or some form as you get ready for the new year. And I hope that all of us will live to see the new year, and that it will be a better year for us. And when I say better, I mean some of us are doing okay. And so we hope that we'll continue to be okay. And those of you who are not doing so okay, I just pray that God will intervene, will open a door for you or a window, but that blessings will be yours. And I send you strength of my strength and hope that God will do the rest. Remember, He promised He'll never leave us nor forsake us. And so let us hold on to that promise.